Hello everybody, it is I, SparkProps, and welcome to the workshop. Or well, in this case, my bedroom, because today we are doing something interesting. The plan is to 3D scan my face, and use it to scale my models and my props too. To help, only have to print them once, instead of like 3 or 4 times, or have to do some other funky business. Like the jacket cosplay, I had printed the very bottom ring, to see if it would fit, and it would, and then the head almost did not fit. We're going to be using this app called EM3D. I've never used it before, so we're just gonna figure it out as we go. So I have no idea how this is gonna go, and because I'm only really doing this so I can scale stuff, I'm really not worried about details like hair and like my facial hair and whatnot. So I'm gonna be wearing a balaclava, just because I don't need all that extra detail. And if I do want to print it, I don't want to try and print a bunch of hair. Like, maybe I'll leave the goatee sticking out, but I don't really need much else. So I guess let's just figure this out. Okay, so you guys should be able to see what I'm seeing, because... What the fuck? Okay. That is something. Okay, so what we're going to be trying to... Makes it look like a second chin. Okay, so what we're going to try and do here, God, this is like unnerving, we're mainly going to try and get, we really only need the basic shape. So I'm going to try and, I guess, because I only have this tripod, I'm not about to go, like, harass my family to give me a hand with this. So I'm just going to try and just spin and hope it works. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I don't know if I need to put this into a program after, so we're just gonna figure this out. Ooh. Okay, no, I definitely can't just use I can't just sit there. I'm gonna have to actually move it around. Okay, so that didn't work. I'm not going to be able to just prop it up and move my face around instead. I'm going to have to actually try and move it around my head. So, we'll try and screen record this again, but it might not work. It's not great. It did not scan great, but if I could show you, that is surprisingly good. Evidently I'm not going to be able to do this without some help. Boom, jump cut. Okay, so I got a family member. It was very finicky. I won't lie. It was we had like 5 or 6 attempts that like it just lost tracking randomly. But we got a pretty good scan. Now we're missing the chin and the top of the head, but I'm sure we'll be able to fix that. Now I have no idea how to scan this or like put this into my computer, so I'm gonna figure that out real quick, and we'll move on from there. In the program, so once again, here's the file. It is unnervingly nuts. I ended up taking the balaclava off because I figured I'd probably want to actually capture my neck. My neck wasn't showing up with the balaclava. So we're gonna hit action, and what we're gonna do is, okay, you can't really see it, but there's a bunch of different options to create stuff. Okay, there you go. You can see it. We're gonna export this as we're going to do an object. We're going to also do an STL. We're going to be bringing this into a program to edit and clean it up a little bit. So, I'm not going to lie, I'm following a tutorial right now. And now relaying it. Well, I'm following a tutorial for a different program. So we're just going to do what they did, which was STL. So, we're going to... Alright, so, basically... I can either unlock just for STL, like the ability to just export everything as STLs for $6, or for $20 I can unlock everything. Now, I'm only going to use this for STLs and maybe objects, so I'm only going to unlock the export as STLs. So, $7. That is unfortunate, but it's a free app. They gotta make money somehow, and I'm gonna scan more stuff. So, export STL. Alright, we are going to email it to myself. Alright, and we will return when I've got the program open. Alright, we are now in MeshMixer. I just installed this, so we're gonna figure this out as we go. Import. Okay, so we're gonna import our file. Oh, it's got stuff already in here. I don't really care about that. We're going down to our downloads, what we made earlier, yeah, a little bit ago. So let's see this. Oh, that's something, all right. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. That's my face, alright. I tried my best to slick back my hair, but it looks like either my sibling struggled to keep it fully straight, or it stuck back up while we were doing this. Which is fair enough. Can't argue with the results, though, 'cause this is pretty damn good. That ear detail on this one. Ugh. Okay. Okay, so this will be interesting. So we're gonna select around here, which this may wind up telling us whether or not we can even effectively, if this file is even good. Which, you know, worst case scenario, if we do need to rescan it, I did purchase the whole thing to have unlimited scans. And we're gonna go erase and fill. Oh, look at that. Okay, that works really well though, because like I don't really need all this texture in the hair. That was the point of wearing the balaclava, is that I don't need the hair texture like at all. I was trying to avoid it, which evidently was unavoidable. But you know, I really don't need the hair texture because it's not something that matters. The hair is gonna get pushed out of the way. So, you know, like for example, in the jacket mask, or my Mando helmet. Like in my Mando helmet, I'm wearing a balaclava already. I should honestly be doing the same for jacket. Okay, so once again, we're gonna go ahead, erase and fill. I think it's probably going to be about what we're looking for. I mean, honestly, even there should be fine, because yeah, there we go. I like that. I think that works. Again, I don't see myself printing like an Iron Man mask or anything soon. And even then, I'm gonna leave myself more trim space anyways, because I'm gonna need to leave space for the glasses. But this is gnarly. This is something else, that's for sure. Okay, the whole idea is that we'll put this into a slicer, and I can put whether it's a Payday mask, a Mandalorian helmet, something like that. I can put it over it and refine and close in exactly so I can get it to fit really nicely. Alright, so I'd say this is pretty good. I would kind of like to lop this off, but I feel like that's just kind of going extra. So apparently we can make solid. Yes, this is what we want. So now the whole model inside should be solid. So we could print this and it actually have some sort of mass to it. Actually, since we're here, let's where was it? We'll go select. We'll select scale, because we still have this kind of divot here. We'll just kind of erase and fill, and we'll have that. Get a little bit more selected. Okay. Edit, erase and fill. There we go. That smoothed it out a little bit nicer. Except, and then we'll just kind of do this. Edit, erase and fill. Except, just so it's a little bit smoother. Probably a little bit higher up than it needs to be, but also look at that. That's pretty crazy. That is something else. But this should be pretty much good. I'm gonna do a couple other small things if I need to. Just check. Look at some of the stuff on the program, and then I might just say we go ahead and print this. I came through, I made a couple of adjustments, so the ears are the widest part, and I also cleaned up the back a bit more. Alright, so we're back. It took me way too long to figure out where a ruler was, so I can measure the head ear to ear. There's this trick where if you put it between like the door frame, you can then close the door and have it so it's touching both your ears, and you can figure out the measurement. So my head's 7 1/8 inches, so we need to convert that to millimeters, which is almost 181. So we're going to scale our head to that. Okay, so now this head should actually be the same size as my head. So we'll have to test that and see that once we print it. I'm dead set on printing this now. Oh, export. There we go. Once again, my head. Save. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to open up Kira, which is the slicer I use. Alright, so Kira is now open. Okay, so, moment of truth. If this is properly scaled, it'll take up most of the build plate. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's something like that, that's my face. Like that's weird. That's surreal. Okay, I gotta print this. Infill we're doing like 5%. This is gonna take days otherwise. Yeah, okay, let's slice this. I'm gonna print my own head. This is crazy. This is... Okay, like, I know I don't have to print it, and that wasn't really the point of the video going into it, but now it's the point of the video. Like the original idea was just, let's make, you know, let's scan my head so I could... Okay, we'll try slicing it again. But now I can, like, print my head, which is such a weird thing to even think about. I think the weird part is really going to be once I have it printed and I'm holding my own head in my hands. That's gonna be weird. $16 hours is not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, the fact that this ended up being beveled was annoying. I was trying to make it not beveled, but I couldn't really do anything. Yeah, that's gonna really save on filament too. It's not gonna be much. I might have enough marble filament left for this. So we'll have to see, but yeah, this looks like it's gonna print just fine. So we're gonna save to a removable drive. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's use this for what its intended use is. So I'm going to take this Dallas mask into here from Payday. This mask is by CR Factory, by the way. You have to pay for their stuff, but they're really nice. Okay, so we'll spin this around. Now I have actually printed this one. So, but we can see. So the first time I printed it, it was too big, and you know it looks about. Yeah, 'cause this is it right here. You can see it's rather large. I'm trying to keep it on the camera, but it's pretty big, and that looks to be the same here, where it's. Oh, you can hardly. There we go. Now you can see it better. Or you can see that it's definitely got some size. But yeah, no, you can definitely see that size. So I believe I shrunk it down to, is it 97? I had it written down somewhere. No, I think it was 93. See, that's a much better fit. It might not have been. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, 90. It might have been. I think it was 97 actually. Yeah, it definitely was. So it actually stop being dumb here. We can see that that's a much better. Where are my eyes on that? There. I hate how funky moving stuff on here can be. The point is that it ended up being a lot better scaled, and it's a lot. It fits better. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to be able to do now is, so I now own this. This is the Payday 3 Collector's Edition mask. I had to buy it off eBay. And I bought it because A, I wanted it. I was like, look at that. Look how cool that is. But it also means I can help better scale my masks. See, because I can use the inside as a scale. And that actually... It's actually pretty close. So I'm gonna a little bit larger still, but it means I can now also scan this and compare the back of them and scale it even better, because this one, I mean, because this is a mask in the game, so I can use this as a real life representation of what's in the game and then scale it accordingly. Because there's a lot of work that we have to do to these. Anyways, that's basically the thought process behind this, and I think looking at this, I could definitely scale it a little bit better, down a little bit more, and we should be fine. So, this works, which I'm very happy about. Now let's go do the fun part. Alright, so welcome to the workshop, or well, the room I'm turning into a workshop. We're going to be printing this on the Elegoo Neptune 4 Plus because it's large enough for it. It's the only printer I have that is large enough for it. The only other printer is the one you're currently sitting on, the Ender E3, the original. So, anyways, we're going to be using this Polyterra marble filament. I really like it. I've used it once before on a dice case for like D&D dice. Here, I'll show some footage. But it's really cool. I really like it. It's this unraveling dice case, and the filament looks good. So, I think it's gonna make this look really good. Alright, so we'll load this. Loads, we'll clean up we'll make sure the bed is nice and sticky. I haven't printed recently, so hopefully we're not gonna have many issues. I'm hoping. But we'll see. myhead.cheat code. Loading. This is gonna be something. This is really gonna be something. Alright, and now the printer is starting, so hopefully this will go down nicely, and then in 16 or so hours we'll have my face, my whole head, just as an object. It looks like, well, that's just my hand. It looks like we got some pretty good squish. It's just purging the black filament out currently. Well, I'm using the fact that it's got to do supports to do that, but yeah, it looks like it's going down pretty nicely, so I'll have to come back in a little bit. But I think it's, I'm gonna check it periodically, but I think it might just print. This is genuinely so exciting. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be cool. Alright, I came home to grab a couple things and check on the print. And oh my god, it's coming along all right. Oh my god, this is definitely something. Okay, I need to adjust the height on the print. It's being a little bit funky on the inside, but that's not the end of the world. I can fix that. And again, I don't need this steady. I just kind of want this to be something I can have, sit somewhere. So, all right, I just got home. I've been out, like all day basically. It's been a while since I last checked in on it. Actually, it's only got like an hour left, so I might still be awake when this finishes. But look at this! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is insane. Genuinely, this is crazy. I'm realizing I really should have shaved first to not have all the wiggliness. But oh my god, dude. Guys, this is genuinely insane. As you can see, I got the infill fixed. I just had to slow it down and raise the Z-axis a little bit. It was going so fast it wasn't laying the infill properly. So that's fixed. And boy, is it looking shockingly good. Alright, well, the next update will be this when it's done. Alright, so it's now the following morning. It's printed for the whole 16 hours or whatever. I haven't actually looked at it yet, and oh good lord. I mean, that is That's my head right there. Alright, let's get this off the build plate and take a look at it. Alright, so let's, I guess, just take this off. I'm gonna pop off some of these supports. Okay, let's just it's nice and light, so that's I'm very happy about that. It seems like 5% infill was definitely the right call because I am basically out of my marble filament. I can maybe print a couple of very small things with it, but nothing really. Look, that's something, alright. Oh. From a distance, like looking directly at it, it's hard to tell, but the side by side, oh my god, that's really freaky. That is something else, dude. Oh my god. I don't know if I love this or if I hate this. This is something, alright. It's a little rough in a few areas. I probably shouldn't have had it printing as fast as I did for as long as I had it print, but it came out pretty much perfectly. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and then we'll see what we can do with it. And there you have it. I now have a duplicate of my head, and you now know how to make one as well. Well, of your head. I'd be kind of concerned if you were able to get a scan of my head. Yeah, once again, EM3D. The app worked pretty well for me. I'm not sponsored or anything, that'd be kind of cool, but 500 subscribers with a sponsor would be pretty insane. And I will say you have to pay for like anything usable on that app, and I couldn't record it for you guys without having to pay for a premium subscription or something like that. So it's definitely got its quirks, but it worked pretty well. It's a bit finicky. It was really difficult to get a good scan. We had to do it like 5 times to get one that was usable. I'm sure, there's a pretty good chance that we did something wrong, but this is, for what? This costed me $6 to make, minus filament cost and printer cost. Was that worth it? I really don't know anymore. I'd say it probably was. I really don't know how to feel about that. My head did turn out a bit more wavy than it actually is. I probably could have done some stuff in MeshMixer to smooth that out, but I don't know how to use MeshMixer all that well, so it's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching this experiment/tutorial. If you guys liked it, leave a like down below. It's absolutely free. It helps the channel out a lot. If you're interested in what we're going to be making, because we're not just going to be doing tutorial experiment videos. I'm going to be doing videos following the other projects I'm working on. We're going to do some more how-to videos, and I'm going to be making short films. I have one that's going to be coming out, should be done before September. So expect to release sometime, probably August, I'd say. Yeah, I'm going to be doing more short films too, not just this one. So keep your eyes out for that. So subscribe if you want to see those kinds of videos. Hit the bell to make sure you're notified when I release these videos. Other than that, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.